1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Under it now is Kemp, and he'll make the play for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Brandon Belt is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Too high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And this is swung on and grounded to Ramirez at short. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Brandon Crawford will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. Boy, 18 strikeouts on the ball game, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. It remains 1-0. Adrian Gonzalez will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Now a ground ball here just to the left of second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Hanley Ramirez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. And now from the air, a jump throw. And did Belt hang with that? Yes, he did. A nice play by the left-hander as they record the out. Yasiel Puig will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game, and the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
You have to wonder now if this home run might wind up being plenty here to get the job done. That'll make this a 2-run ball game here in the bottom of the 8th, and that could be more than enough to finish these guys off.
Zach Greinke will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Fouled straight back. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Here's Kane now, the 0-2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Gregor Blanco is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please. Now
And we'll have a new pitcher here as the hard-throwing Brandon League enters the mix. Angel Pagan will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Marco Scutaro will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Marco Scutaro will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And he bunts at this one, but it might be too hard. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Buster Posey will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And a way off-balance hack that time, good for the first strike.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Too high, 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains 2nd and 3rd, but with 2 away now. Michael Morse will stand in as their last chance now. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And this is swung on and missed for strike 2, and now the Giants are down to their final strike.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
All smiles in that clubhouse again. Their 8th consecutive victory. It's not often you run across a streak like that, so these guys are definitely enjoying it while they can.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final